What's up, guys? It's the Creators Creative Podcast. I'm Jules, aka Self-Employed, and today's the 6th episode. And today we got our special guest.
HBN Joe, creator of Hustle by Nature.
Okay, so tell them, a little bit of what you do.
I'm a designer. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. That's pretty much it right there.
Okay. So, where did inspiration from? Where did it come from? Like, where did it start?
Um, like looking back, like realistically, I always had like a little niche for it. Like I used to, like the high school that I went to, Med East, is like a big picture learning school. So like, you don't really do like how you pronounce it, traditional.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really do like the regular stuff. So like they always push you to be like outside the box and like be real hands on. So I was one of them students that was like, I'll do enough to get by. I was a good talker in high school. Like we had to always do presentations, like hour-long presentations, different styles of presentations. So like at the end of every market period, you gotta do like some type of hands-on project. And I always was doing like fucking clothes is easy to do,
Okay.
stuff like that. So I think it started in high school, like me just fishing around the idea, like having a clothing line or just doing projects around clothes, making clothes. Like I had a school store when I was in high school. Like,
That's dope.
like I
That's
opened
dope.
a store. So when I was in college, I was one of those students that I ain't even do enough to get by in college. Like I was one of those students I ain't even go to class for real. So I was just always on campus just trying like, yo, what I'm gonna do. So it was like my freshman year, I'm back at my sister's crib. We like on like Christmas break or something like that. And I'm in my nephew's room. I'm listening to King Louis at the time. And I was just sitting there just chilling, just brainstorming. I was just like, you know how college is
Right,
when
right.
you just trying to figure life out. So I'm just brainstorming. He said something in the song like something hustle by nature, and in my head I instantly said HBN. I got a logo made. Went back to college, sat on it. Went to California for a couple months. Had a job out there. Had a logo, and I just got it made.
Okay. So where do you say it started?
Um,
Like that first logo, that's when that was for your own, or like you just knew the brand, like that's the vision you were going.
I forgot who made it. I think it was some girl that my boy was messing with, and I knew that she draw. I just said like, I want a world, and I want HBN across the world, and I had like a picture of it. It was like it was like they drew it on the paper and they sent me a picture of it, and I probably went through like a couple of transitions like when I was messing around with it. I forgot exactly like the process of like how it happened, but in the end result, I remember when I went to the screen printing place, I didn't even have it like the vector file. Like I didn't have no file for. I just had like literally a picture of it on my phone, and they made the logo for me, and they just printed it on like 30 white shirts. It was HBN and it had the blue cheese on it. HBN blue cheese T-shirt. It was white. It was a classic joint. People still fuck with
I
it.
remember that one.
Yeah,
I do
so
remember that.
the crazy thing about it is like no matter like how like ass that is, I think it's ass. You know how it is.
Yeah,
like,
you
with
go
joints.
back to
I
your
think
designs,
it's
it
ass,
look
but
cheesy.
everybody fuck with that shirt. Like I can't even lie. I didn't pay my rent by selling just that one shirt that I made 5 years ago. Like I sold that shirt over 100 times.
It'd be like
And I don't
that
restock
one
on
piece.
none of my clothes. I sold that Pacific shirt over 100 times. The white and the black one over 100 times.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And I think that's like crazy. I'm like, damn, this shirt so ass to me, but I didn't sold this shirt over 100 times. I never restock on clothes, hardly ever.
You still sell it to this day, or it's done with that?
I think I dropped it in the summertime. I don't think I dropped it this summer, but the summer before when I had my store, I think I definitely restocked. I restocked on it a couple times though, for a fact. Like definitely.
You think you're gonna ever remix it, bring it back? Have you ever brought back any designs, or is it like when you drop, it's limited?
Bro, I'm so like all over the place with my designs and just like every day I feel I'm still like not struggling with the identity, but like I'm still trying to like I don't even really feel like I fully launched yet for real.
Okay. I was gonna ask you that. Like, do you have a story? Do you have a certain, like motto that you want the brand to be known by and shit?
I mean, I know I want to be known for like my pieces. I'm still trying to like really like I'm still trying to get more in that bag. Like I want to be known for my hoodies and my jackets and like just certain things that I drop. I want to get. I know what direction I'm going in, but
Is it more like the high end view, a supreme view? Like, where do you see yourself?
like
Because streetwear and fashion is weird nowadays.
yeah,
It
it's
could
like
be,
a mix. I feel like I'm like a combination of a middle because like I got calm pieces for real that I feel like if I was to really sit down and like really go a little bit more further with it, that could be something that's like in the middle for real, for real. Cause like even like the like where I'm at in my life, like I just turned 25. I want to start to dress a little bit more classier,
Trust
like and
me, I
more
know.
simpler. So it's like I'm trying to get the brand
Feel
to
that.
that. I'm
No,
trying to
I
get
know
the
what you
brand to
mean.
that like that. Like yo,
No, I feel you.
you
I
can
feel
do a
like I
lot with
want my
that.
brand to grow with me as well, the
Yeah,
same way you was talking about. Like now that I am, you said getting older, it's like I want to start dressing, the age we at. So
yeah.
like I
Like
definitely wanted to
yo,
grow
you
with
know, it's
that.
so crazy. I'm at this vending joint the other day, DJ Wagner, back to school drive, and it was a lot of like city councilmen, like just anybody that was
Mhm.
somebody that was in the city was there.
Right.
And I had seen my old principal. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, da, 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 like came over the table, checked me out. He was looking for something to buy, and I just had dropped this my Broadway Girls 2.0 the
Mm.
hoodie, and they got like it's a nice ass hoodie. Don't get me
Nah, I know
wrong.
what
He
you
was like,
mean.
yo, this joint hot, but it's like I can't be walking around with no girl half naked on my shirt.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, you're right. But I got the Doberman joint, and that's kind of like what I'm doing now. Like the Doberman, like I'm like in a rebranding phase. Before it was the world, but now I think I'm about to like, you know,
I know what you mean. I
yeah,
know what you
I
mean.
ain't
You
gonna,
gotta dive deeper, still
yeah.
stay in your roots, but
Yeah, but he had grabbed the Doberman joint. It was like, this is a little bit more. I can rock with this, bro. Like, it's more like, you feel me?
so what's your normal routine of being a designer? When you wake up in the morning, what's your average day look like?
Shit. I wake up. I mean, it depends. I be going through different phases. There be times where I'm super motivated, where I wake up and I stick to a certain script, and then there be days where like I just be on some other shit. Like
Sure,
I
for
was
sure.
I was working recently, so it's like I'm still trying to get a routine for real, for real.
That was one of my questions for you. Do you take this full time, or do you have other jobs or other hustles?
Um, yeah, like for the longest I had my store, so I was like for 5 years I didn't work really. Like I didn't really work a job. Like I worked a little bit. My first year, like when I first got the brand. Nah, I had a job a couple times. It was probably like
There's
yeah,
nothing wrong with having a job.
yeah. It's
Put
nothing
that out
wrong.
there.
It's
It's
nothing
not
wrong.
wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it. Like I had jobs in between, but it was like for the most part, like for 5 years, I really didn't work a job. Like, it was a point in time like I really was like my brand was getting me through, especially like the last 3 years, like between the kiosk in the mall and the store, like I was straight like
That was one of my biggest questions for you. Seeing you over the years, like I didn't even know you. Again, I just knew about the brand. I remember when you first opened a kiosk, a couple people sent me like, "Oh, bro,
hmm
you should do this." So like, tell me about that whole like situation. How you got into it? Like, was it a good run for you? You know, just
I feel like I capitalized off the moment. Like I had like I think I had an opportunity to get a kiosk in the mall probably like a year prior to that, or like 2 years prior to it. Somebody came to me with an idea, and it just wasn't right. And somebody had came to me again with an idea like 2 years later.
as far as a fashion or
Nah,
just
like just as far as just like
running a kiosk.
yeah, I had like it was a good situation. So I had a partner on the kiosk, but it ain't fall through. And I transitioned to the store. Like, but the kiosk was cool for. I was in there for a month. It was the busiest month of the year. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? December the busiest month
Oh,
of the
for
year. So
sure.
it's like I felt like I got my little run in there. But I
Was it hard to keep up with the stock?
hell yeah. I feel like if you don't got like a store or like you don't got like a I feel like that's something you do when you like you really pumping units. Like
Mm, got you.
yeah.
So you're saying like have a store, but have that as an offspring kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like say you got leftover shit that you don't really want at the store no more,
Mm,
you send it over there, or
got
you
you.
s- yeah, you gotta have a lot of stock for that because they'll fine you if you don't got nothing on your stand. Like that was really a
Oh, they'll
job.
tell you something about it?
Yeah, like
Like it's not
you
enough
gotta
on here?
always have stock.
Oh,
Like you
that's
gotta
crazy.
always have stock. Like you can't never
That's
have like
ridiculous.
nothing.
If I'm paying for something, if I want to have nothing on
You
there but
can't
one
even.
thing,
You gotta open it every day.
oh, you can't even not be there.
Yeah, like if you don't if your stand not open, you'll get fined.
What?
Yeah, so it was like it disciplined me for a fact because I always had something in stock
For
for a
sure.
fact. So it was just like I learned a lot, but it was a learning lesson. Like I was spending and making a lot of money real fast. Like I was making a lot of sales in a day, but it was just one of them things like I couldn't see myself being there because it was making the value of my brand go down a little bit.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, because
Like too many people were saying it was too accessible.
it was too accessible, and then it was just like it's no time to really create. Like,
Okay, you
yeah,
were more of just a worker than like being able to design and do all
yeah.
that.
I was just putting HBN on anything and like
Mm,
putting a couple orders in, but it was like it would be days where I sell out because I sold too fast, and like I probably done sold like 20 something hoodies, a couple T-shirts, whatever I had in stock. Like, but I went to the mall already with a
like a boatload, nice.
yeah, like I already had a bunch of stuff in my trunk, and then like as I'm going on, I'm like, damn, like it ain't a day that don't go by you don't make a sale. Like a bad day, it'll probably be like 10-5 sales, and that's still like, but on a good day, you doing 10 and up, like you know
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy,
So you're
crazy.
making a lot of money fast, but it was just like, imagine selling out and you don't got nothing, and you know how it is getting close,
Yeah.
man. You can't go to the manufacturer, so it's
So how
like
do you prevent that? Like, if there's other people out there that's going through what you're doing, what you think the preventative is?
either have already a big establishment or go into it plant like
Yeah, months ahead.
prepared,
Make sure, like, make
yeah,
sure
like
everything is right for like months if everything
yeah,
sell out
like you
kind of thing.
gotta be like ahead of time. But I ain't know nothing about the shit.
You just
So
hopped in it. That's
yeah, I
how
was
it
like
is
fuck it.
sometimes.
I was like fuck it. I just jumped in it, but I
We
ain't
young
drowned.
entrepreneurs, bro. You can't be
I don't feel
like,
like I
what I mean?
drowned throughout that
Yeah.
situation, so it was like I feel like I played it cool.
And how that transitions to the store.
Um, I had the option of staying or renewing my. I mean, like leaving my leases. Like you do a lease every month there, and I'm like, I'm paying this for a kiosk. I was just playing around with the idea. Like I wasn't really serious. I was looking at cause I was at the mall mad as hell. 'Cause they kept telling me like, my stand was popping. Like everybody used to come to my stand, come hang out, like chill there. Like, but they was so strict. Like, oh, they can't sit on your kiosk, or there's too many people around your kiosk, or your kiosk too loud. And they just kept complaining, kept complaining. I'm like, damn.
Basically, like they trying to say that you over there for a hangout type shit.
Yeah, but I was really like, you feel
You
me?
just moving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like having 30 people in front of your store.
yeah,
Like you
like, I
can't be
can't
mad
have.
that they trying to
Yeah.
buy something.
So I was like, my lease was coming up, and I'm like, I was looking at the prices of the stores. I'm like, yo, the store costs this, and I'm paying this for a kiosk. I'm like, I might as well get a store.
Right. I understand that. That's
And it
why
was
I'm
like
here.
I jumped and did it. It
Right.
was just like I just jumped and did it for. I ain't really even think like, is this plus this plus this plus this and plus what you already done. I ain't look at it like that. I was just like, oh, I'm paying this for this, and I was like, I could have just stayed at the kiosk
Nah,
for all
for
that.
sure. That's what I was thinking about before the store. Like, I was thinking about the kiosk, but then when I heard the numbers, I'm like, it don't make more sense when you could pay a little bit more and have so much more. You know what I mean?
I mean, but I was appreciative for the moment though.
Of
I learned a
course.
lot. And I made the most out of the situation. Like there's another situation. I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like I drowned. I feel like I won in that situation.
Not right. Well, that's all it's about.
Yeah.
So with the store, like you were saying, how basically the foot traffic, how everybody, it was quicker for sales. Do you think it's a difference with the foot traffic from owning a store? Because I'm thinking like, yeah, you might downsize, but you can sell more units because of the traffic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
Like the store, I feel like it made me more of an entrepreneur. If I would have
Sure.
stayed at the kiosk, I feel like I would have went more in the designer lane. But the store, like, I feel like the kiosk definitely way more foot traffic, and I feel like at the store it's really up to you to get foot traffic for real. Because in the mall, any and everybody, like, nobody coming to the mall to purposely shop for your brand. It's just they walking through the
walking by and
kiosk
see it,
and
right?
they see it, or you just a type of person like, yo, let me check my brand out. That was another reason I left the mall. I wasn't that type of person. Like if I was that type of person, I'd be like, yo, check my brand out. Yo, I'm HBN. Check this out. I probably would have had 100 sales every day. But I really was just like, I used to just sit there, chill, clean the desk off. I mean, clean everything off, set up, all that type of stuff. And I was the type of person like, if you see it and you buy it, I know I should and it's beneficial, but I'm not the type of person that's about to just off rip jump off like, yo, I got this, like, you feel me? Because I feel like the right people are gonna buy it.
Right. And they like it for what they like it for,
Yeah.
not just because you pushing it on
Yeah,
them.
like, I never went to the mall and I went inside like any store and they be like, buy this. It's just even like the people that work there is like,
Yeah, I hate that now that you say that. Like when you're going in there, like they try to push you on something.
yeah, it's like
oh,
somebody you going to the sneaker store and they like, yo, buy these Air Force Ones. It's like you already about to buy it. I'm just here if you need help. Like what size you need, but I don't feel like I don't care even if it is beneficial. I might sound ignorant saying this, but I'm not. I'm not selling my brand to
Nah, I
nobody. It's like
feel
you
you.
naturally gonna want to buy it
That's what's
for, and
up.
if you don't, then that's like it is what it is. I don't really care.
I feel like, but keeping your brand genuine like that will keep it around for years
Yeah,
versus just for the time. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
cause it's like on Instagram you really can't write nobody like the farthest I do is like when I drop something new, I still spam everybody account like yo like share whatever you can whatever you can do. I'm appreciative. Like I don't care. But I'm not in people DMs like selling the clothes. I'm just like
Mm.
yo like and share this so
Yeah, I
other
got
people
you.
could think yo
I'm on the
like
same wave.
you feel me like I don't care if I
Yeah,
don't
I
sell a shirt
stopped
all
saying
year.
that.
Like I don't really care for like I just do some shit like you gonna buy it if you want like
For sure, for sure. All right, so bro, coming from the Camden area, do you think you're an advocate for your community?
yeah most definitely for a fact like a lot of different ways.
Name them. Let me hear it.
Shit like I've been doing HBN for 5 years now, but it's not like I just been selling clothes. Like I've been doing a lot of different stuff. Like I've really been giving back to the community. Like just playing my part in just like a lot of situations. Like and a lot of people like careers are just like jumping into like what we doing. Like just being like oh yeah bro I fuck with that. Like, I'm rocking with that. Like I just been showing mad love. So it's just like down to like the little food drives we done did Easter egg hunt for the kids, back to school drive, giving away book bags, like
There's not many people doing that out
yeah,
there.
it's like I'm really from the city for real, for real. Like I really grew up in like I'm really like really from Camden, so it's just like I don't like yeah I'm selling clothes because it's a platform, but me selling clothes allowed me to have a platform to like even
I
be like
agree
yo
with
this
that.
type of shit cool for real, like giving back and like I know what the city used to be like, and then I seen it growing up, and I like even like before us, I knew what it used to be like. Everybody used to come to Camden and shop, and it used to be that type of environment. So it's just like,
You
why?
talking back in the '60s? You gotta
Yes,
tell that to them because they
yes.
thinking you talking.
Nah,
Like when we
like
was
back,
kids.
yeah, like Camden, like a really one of them type places for us. So it's like, it's kind of hard being from here and like really loving the place and it helping me be able to even like be like even Camden gave me the motivation to even create Hustle by Nature. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
like we come from that type of stuff, so it's just like for it not to be that, I'm trying to bring that vibe back for real. You feel me? And
Right.
then it's like we don't got no opportunities or nothing, so it's like
It's really not.
that's
Now
why.
you building
Yeah,
opportunities
that's
for
why
these
it's like on
kids
some
and
type of time, like I want
inspiration and
people to
stuff.
be on some shit like yo, if Joey did it, then I can do it. You feel
Mhm.
me? Or just oh shit, that's cool. Like I don't gotta sell drugs, I can sell clothes and still be cool, or I
Yeah.
can rap or whatever you want to do, be a TikTok dancer or whatever. Like showing people that like yo, it's the same. That's what the point of my brand is too for like just showing different forms of hustle for real. Like it's all the art for real. Just different forms. I don't think selling drugs not a hustle. That's a hustle. Just a
Mhm.
different form.
Not right. Good or bad, it's still a hustle. So tell me about the hustle and social. I seen that through the years. I know you invited me there. So tell me what that's more about.
The hustle and social really like I feel like that's like my nonprofit down there like, and that's just like my other platform for me to like, cause I don't want my clothes associated with everything either.
Hmm.
That's why I came with hustle and social. So hustle and social is just like it's an event. I might partner up like the hustle and social we just did with the Camden Monarchs. We gave away a bunch of book bags. We had a celebrity back to school drive game for like the kids. They had like a couple like the dancing Philly Goats,
Hmm.
the bike life wreck dude, and just like local celebrities from the city
Right,
that
right,
I
right.
feel like yo y'all putting on like a couple rappers, Mira Fontaine,
Hmm.
Mira Pesos, Team Play. We had
Yeah.
DJ
You name the
Shawnee.
people that's doing
Yeah,
certain
like
events
people from the city that
around
we
here.
acknowledge,
Yeah,
like you
right.
feel me on that type time. So it's just that's what hustling social is. That's just my platform to like look. I do other things, interviews,
That's
podcasts.
what I was saying. That's kind of
Yeah,
when I got
like
into the podcast, so I can open up into like
yeah,
it's not just all about me. Like we could do this together. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Like even like what you had asked me earlier, just like my design process. Like my lifestyle is the design for like I might be here and think of a design or some shit like that for real. So it's just that's what hustling social is like, just a platform for anything that I'm interested in. I do the live concert shows, like all types of stuff for cooking shows, all types of shit. You go in there, you don't know what you'll see for real, for real.
Got you. Do you feel like that's what make you different, or is it more the designs that make you different? Like what makes you different as a designer?
I feel like I to this day I still ain't even really fully embraced like that I'm a designer. Cause like I say, I might be saying
So
I'm
you
a,
so you don't put yourself in that category as a designer?
I feel like my brand, it get that respect. I feel like a lot of like even amongst like our colleagues, just to like just all the other brands, I feel like people respect my designs, but I still ain't never go full fledged with the brand yet. Like on some, like I said, like even like this hoodie right here, like this joint that I just made, like.
You gotta keep going. Show it to the
I ain't gonna knock
camera.
the joint down. Like even like this, I made this hoodie off of mood. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just be making
That shit got
stuff.
the puff too.
Yeah, you just got the puff ink. This is a good joint right here. But I made this off just like a mood that I was feeling one day, like don't love the world or anything in it. And I was just based on some shit like,
That's funny. I was gonna ask that as one of the questions. Like, where
yeah,
your inspiration come from? Like, where does this start? Your design process. You know, like.
yeah. My design process just start from just every day. Like I might wake up really feeling the way and put that on some clothes.
Nah,
I might be sitting on my projects and just see something and I just think of something and I'm like
That makes sense.
even like I made a hoodie just off of like my grandma and my grandpa getting married. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Broadway girls. My grandpa always calling my grandma my old broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like but
That's
that's
some
just his
funny shit.
lingo. Like you feel me? And I just look at them like pimps and hustlers for real.
Mm.
Not like on no disrespectful type
Okay,
time, but
so
like
that's where that inspiration came
yeah,
from.
like it
basically.
just
Gotcha.
come back. It just come like my grandma. The reason why like I hustle, I am like I
Mm.
come from a hustling ass family, so it's just like I look at like like that terminology like broads and just like the female hustlers and stuff like that. So it's just like I think that type of shit hot. That's why I put it on a hoodie. My
Alright.
grandma, my grandpa gave me that inspiration though for just like how they is in the house. It just remind me of like that time like fast cars, like trench coats, like that
Mhm.
type of shit for like getting money.
In the future, do you think you see yourself owning multiple stores? Do you think you're gonna run it all offline, or just one store online? Like, how do you know what I mean?
Um, I don't know. Like right now, I'm in a transition. Like I'm trying to really get big online, so I see myself like really rocking out online. I probably put it like a staple store somewhere, like a store that everybody want to come to.
That's the word I was looking
Yeah, like on that type time. But like right now, I know I just want to do online. In the future, I don't know, but I know for a fact like
for. Do you feel
it,
like it makes more sense online?
yeah, like it's cool, but I feel like you got like a store. It's really like it's important to just really put the groundwork in. Like you know how like certain Supreme stores real big.
Mhm.
Like people always gonna want to go to those. Like I feel like you gotta really be on some
Build
type of
that
time.
shit.
Like or you gotta be in that area. Like I don't. I feel like I had to do too much in Camden to make like a lot of people want to come to Jersey just to come to that store for real, for real.
That's a
And then
fact.
it's like I'm not from New York or like big out there yet to be on some type of time. Like I'm about to get a store in New York and make it one of them staple stores. Like it's just
Gotcha,
a lot of
gotcha.
groundwork for
So right now it's more about just building yourself. It's just like looking at the next 5 years. You worried about what's going on right now.
yeah.
Type
I
shit.
feel like I'll be trying to please too many people. If I was to, like, let me get this store like real known and popping. It's too
Mhm.
much politicking and stuff. It's like,
It
bro,
is. It's a lot to run a store.
yeah. I'm trying to work like smarter right now. I ain't trying to really keep working too hard. I feel like this 5 years I've been working hard as hell.
Yo, that's why I told you about earlier about recycling. I'm tired of just. We could talk about that now. Like putting all the money into the brand and just working smarter that way.
Yeah, like you can make a killing on pre-orders and not put dollar out for real,
Mhm.
like shit like that. Like it's just like being more strategic. How you pronounce it? Like being precise, like being more precise on just yo. Let me put this joint out online, see what it do. You might have 100 orders and you not even
You don't even got it yet, right?
yeah,
didn't
you don't even
pay for
gotta put
orders.
you could take that little 10 bands or whatever you make from your website and go straight to the order and you take the leftovers and you
Mhm.
didn't even spend a dollar for real.
That's a smarter way to go about
Yeah,
it.
so it's stuff like that. Just like I didn't already brought 100 shirts and 100 hoodies.
So you
And,
had to learn that. We had to learn that.
nah, I think I always knew it, but I just be so infatuated with just
Buying it.
nah. Like I really get I be having so much fun like selling clothes for real. Like I like that aspect more than the whole thing. Like
I can
going
believe that
different.
because you still, I still seen on your page selling out the trunk the other
Yeah, I
day.
still be out the trunk like, and then I be having to tell myself like, bro, they seeing you too much. Like, just go online, like, cause I know if I was to really get like on some bougie type shit and just sell online, I'm gonna get a bang for my buck. But it's like, bro, I done drove the Trent just to sell a hoodie before, like,
That's
and
where
it
the
just be
hustle
like I
come
be
from.
on that type time though for real, cause like you never know what's gonna come out of it, but it be on some shit like, bro, I got shit in my trunk right now, just still like riding around pulling. I might pull up on somebody and just I sell one and I sell five and then So it'll be like I gotta slow myself down from that because I know the online better.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you the days you don't sell none. So you telling me like sometimes it's even too fast for you. That's why you want to switch it over.
Yeah, it be days I don't sell nothing. It be days I sell one. It be days I sell 10. Like, but it be like,
How do you get how do you get through them hard days? You know, of not selling them. You know, if you don't, because you know, it might be kids or people that want to, you know, that's listening to this. So what would you tell them? You know.
I mean, it depends on what you're doing for real. Like, I be doing so much different stuff. Like, I always want to have a dollar come in. Like, I might pick up a camera one day. I be shooting videos. Like, I mean, I'm gonna find a way to get paid every day. But like, I suggest like, yo, you know, it's so crazy. I was just telling people not to get jobs. But it depends on like, I feel like,
If it makes sense, it makes sense. Don't say don't get a job.
nah,
But
bro. I really strongly believe like a lot of people think entrepreneur is a wave and it's not.
it's harder than they think.
That's
Bro.
what I'm
I say
saying.
that every
It's
day.
not really a wave. That's why I tell people, be like, if you really want to be a designer or an entrepreneur, not even just about clothes. If you really want to be an entrepreneur, a rapper, anything, just anything in that free world, that lens of that, like that free world, like that, just that self-employed lifestyle. Let's see how tough you is without a job. Let's see how you gonna make, like, you feel me? Let's see.
Yo.
You feel me? I had a store for 2 years. I had a store for 2 years. My rent was like around like all together at the end of the month, like probably like 1,600, like around that margin. How are you gonna come up with $1,600 in 30 days, every month without a job?
And that's not including the inventory, you know,
How
and
you gonna
everything
do
else
it?
through the
That's
month.
why I was on my story like, yo, give yourself a chance to like really like figure it out. Like, is this lifestyle meant for you? And then you feel me. If it's not, if it is, or you feel me, get a job and work throughout it. But I feel like everybody should go through that phase where they don't got a job and just their business, just to see what you made of for. I feel
Right.
like that's important.
Yeah, because I seen brands like back in the day I used to be like, damn, another person starting a brand, damn, another person. Now I'm just like, I like to just see like how far people come, like
Hell
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because I know how hard it is in this industry.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? Like I'll never say I was the first brand ever in like Jersey or nothing like that. But I started like a year later or around a lot of other brands. It's like, you know, there's a lot of brands out here for
No,
like,
it is, especially now. I
yeah.
feel like
But I'm
every
talking
year
about
it's
like
more and
I'm
more.
talking about like what year you started? Like 20.
Like 14, 15.
Yeah, like around that area. Like it was a lot of brands that started. Like you gotta think Frog Nation's still around.
Oh shit, you brought some like
That's what I'm
early
saying.
high school days.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brands that like just moved out like and just like got a little lower. But around that like that 2016, 2017, it was dry for a minute for it was people doing their thing and all that. But it was like,
Those
bro,
years I was confused. I felt
yeah, like a lot of people either was like, but I feel like throughout that year, I like those years, like this 5 years, I really like stamped myself in this. Cause like I said, a lot of other brands was before me, but I stamped myself with those brands to be like, oh, that's a like a cool little brand. And then I made it to the point where it's like, all right, I'm in it for a little bit, and now I'm starting to see brands come up under me and stuff like that. So I seen like both sides of it for real, and I feel like I've always been like just maneuvering through the times because I seen a lot of brands start and fall, and I seen a lot of brands take off for real, for real.
Yeah. It's crazy, like a brand that's been around for 5, 6 years is doing all right, and then you got a new brand that started 2 months ago.
And
That's
they snapping
millions
out.
of inventory. Like,
Yeah, like, but it'd be like, that's cool and all. Like, you might see like a brand starting off and they having a lot of success, but it's like you gotta go through all the phases still. Like you don't, it's just not always gravy for like I like a brand I always look at. I started like around the same exact time Paradox started, and he really like I think our anniversary is not too far apart from each other, but it's like that's a brand that I watched like start and really go like that. And there's a lot of brands I seen that started the same time I started, did a little bit of stuff I did, and went straight down.
Right.
But I feel like I'll always be just gradually moving up or just moving straight for I don't
Yeah.
never feel like I'd ever decline for
I
real,
do
for real.
too. I feel like I'm moving slower than I should be, but it's definitely always like an elevation. It's never like.
Yeah, word up. You don't get too far from yourself. I really want to just talk about like the ones that's really in it for you know what I'm saying? Like on that type of time, like just the people that's in it for just the fake shit, and then like the people that's really off that time, like what's your brand based off, like self-employed, like, and then you somebody that's really trying to get into the fashion world, right?
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? On that type of time, that's why I'd be like hustle by nature, not just I'm a designer. It's like I'm more than a designer. Like you feel me?
Yeah, I know what you're saying because like earlier you were saying like the brand makes me have certain outlets to speak like of who I am. Like
Yeah,
earlier, that's why you did
hustling social.
hustle on social because it gives like you could just get with the community and do things other than just I sell clothes.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just so much more than just being a designer. Like
That is.
like being a designer is so much more than just putting your logo on the clothes and selling it. Like on that type of time, that's why I just be on some shit like I design my lifestyle like in this, like you feel me?
Right, like you said, the emotions and everything go into the designs
Oh
and
yeah, like even like on the type time that I'm on now, it's like people starting to recognize my brand more and more in the city. Like I've been meeting like in certain meetings with the mayor. Like
hmm
they invited me down to design the game truck like at the police station. Like I'm having more opportunities. So it's like I would never just say I'm just strictly design because I be helping people design their album covers, like all types of stuff, flyers. So it's like I take on that designer role, but it's just like it's strictly just for like designing clothes. It's like I'm
that's
nice
the
at
question
it.
I was gonna ask you. Like so, I do the sewing, this, that, and the third. So, would you ever want to get into like that lane of it, or do you want to be more like it sounds like more like you just want to create it direct? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to ever be like hands on? I know you want to design it, but like that's what I mean. Do you want to be like hands on with it,
Yeah, I
like or?
mean, whenever like, or I didn't have like lock-in sessions like where I'm with my graphic designer and we both like, nah, put this here, put this there. Like I be on that type time here and there. Like don't get me wrong, but right now, if somebody was to just come to me like said we was like if I had a team, we would like look, this our design, this gonna be our design process. Like we gonna all sit down and y'all gonna come to me with designs. And I'm gonna tell y'all yeah or no, and then if I like something, we gonna work on it. We gonna perfect it. Like
Okay.
I won't be on that type of time.
Nah, yeah, that's facts. That's where a lot of inspiration come from. Sometimes I be stuck in the box in my own head, but it's
Yeah,
just like when I talk to somebody and be like, "Yo, this, that, and the there," like it inspire other little things.
yeah. Like I'm the type of person like a word might inspire me. And I might send to my graphic designer like make this into clothes,
You're right.
and then I'll explain to him like what I mean. Then he'll come up with some shit.
Right.
Like that's why I just like I'm not the type of person that get on the computer and try to design it. But I didn't design stuff before.
hmm
Like I used to make all my designs on my phone, but got to a point where it's like they be so hard that I need somebody else to do it because it's too hard. Like my shit too fire for me to make it. I need
Yeah,
somebody else to make it. Like
that was my problem. I had to learn like every little step. I feel like that's what take me so long because like I ain't have money to go pay for the graphic
shit, I
design
be
and then do
paying that
this and do
shit,
that.
bro. Or I
Like,
tell somebody like we gotta work something out. Like I give you some clothes or some shit, but you gotta make me a logo.
yeah, that's how it's always been. Like for real, exchange like
Hell
clothes
yeah.
and also.
My man just said the other day, like, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work so hard that everything in life free. I'm like, hell, yeah, I'm trying to be on that type of time. Like,
Man, that's when you know life is good when you
hell yeah,
financially free.
word up, motherfucker, just giving you free bait, like just to wear it. Like I be buying other brands clothes here and there, but I feel like I'm the type of person I'm gonna rock it all the time. I really like it. Like if you give me something, like I'm wearing them shits. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing it because like this shit probably hot, or I probably really like it, or it's an everyday wardrobe for me for real, for real.
Right.
That and that's the type of clothes I make too. My shit meant to be worn every day for real, like till like you can't wear it no more.
Yeah, I felt like mine was different. Like in the beginning, it was more like I was everywhere with it. Like I wanted to do a dress, and then like you see that shirt right there, the 420, like the jersey.
Yeah,
So like I just didn't know where my like brand identity was. Like I wanted to do that, and then I had like it just don't make sense. The person that would buy that is not gonna buy a shiny dress. You feel me?
word up,
So
hell
like
yeah.
I feel like you really gotta figure that out too. Like not you, but just in
Nah,
general.
yeah, I was like that, but I look at it like I want my shit to be like I want to be like in like that category like when winter time coming, you know how everybody go grab North Face, Dickies, and all that.
hmm
I want my shit to be made like, oh yeah, I'm about to grab HBN. I'm about to get an HBN coat for the winter, like on some. I'm about to get active, like I'm outside every day hustling on
hmm
that type time. I want my clothes to really be like on that type shit. Like I know I'm gonna be warm as hell in HBN in the wintertime. Like
So
you feel me?
quality is gonna be just
Yeah,
great.
like that's what I'm really trying to get into for real, for real. But it's like I know it just it's gonna take time and money for real. But I really got like I got some. I just stepped in that lane already. Like I done made samples and I got certain stuff that's out that people will be like, yo, bro, I hustled in this joint all winter. Like you feel me? I ain't take this
hmm
joint off. Like I definitely got stuff like that out there already for a fact.
Yeah, I see a lot of your stuff is black. I feel the
Yeah.
same way. Like, I feel like a lot of my pieces was black, so I had to like start going into the colors and
Nah,
stuff.
that's something that I'm big on though. Like it ain't by accident. Like I be wanting my clothes to either be like certain tones, like either or some type of earth tone, a
Mm.
green, gray. Like I always stick with those type of colors for real, for real.
Yeah, I feel like every couple of years my color team, like right now, obviously you see it's blue, yellow, and white,
Yeah,
but every
it's
couple of
spring.
years it's like I'm bored of this. Like what's next? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But do you think traveling is a necessity, being an entrepreneur or even a designer?
hell yeah. Like I just got back from Spain. I made a shirt just from being in Spain for real, for real. Like I feel like you get your brand out there and then you never know what's going to inspire you for real, for real. Like when I went out there, I purposely brought bullshit clothes just to like so I can like look like I'll fit in out there, like on some shit like that. Like wear something that I usually wouldn't wear or some shit like that. Like yeah, hell yeah, you definitely gotta travel, cause like you see different types of fashion when you go out. Like
Right.
it made me want to make certain type of clothes. Like when I was in Spain, I noticed that like everybody wore button ups and big ass shorts. Like I'm
That's
like I
fire.
want
I
to
ain't
make a
never
button
been
up
there.
for real, for real.
Why not? Oh, cause that's just not your normal wear. You
Yeah,
saying?
but it's like I would make that shit now. Just like when I'm going to certain places, like I went to Paris, I looked how they dressed and shit like that. It make me want to make different type of pieces for real, for real.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's how I want to drop my clothes too, moving forward. Like collections, like I ain't all that dropping random shit. Like I'm tired of that. I want to drop collections. Like yo, I'm dropping a jacket, a hat, and a pair of pants. You gotta grab it. If not, then I don't know when you.
Yeah, let that sell out and just move
Yeah,
on to another little collection.
I want to sell large quantities of it too. So like I'm straight until the next time I want to drop or some shit like that.
Hmm. So I seen you at Instagram. You real low on there. Is that like a marketing scheme for you, or like?
Nah, bro, I'm lit on the gram. Like,
Cause I went to go check you out. You know, so I could ask you some questions. Like, damn, bro, got nothing on there.
nah, just recently, I thought I was about to get low. Like I was trying to like fall back from Instagram and like really be on my hustle by nature page more. Cause like
Okay.
they, I don't know. I just feel like I need to be. Cause sometimes I might drop like the promo on my page, but it was meant to be dropped on the hustle by nature page. Cause all I want the traffic to go like when you buy stuff.
It's hard, right?
Yeah,
Like
cause
when you
everybody
drop
come to
something.
me to buy it. It's like no, go to the page to buy
Yes,
it. Like
yes.
so I can be professional and stuff. But it's like somebody like that.
Everybody
That
want to
was
go to you because they know you.
yeah. Like I'll drop the photo shoots pictures on my page or like they'll link and bio on my page. I'm like nah, and just send it to the page so that like that shit can get more like more
Traffic.
followers and
Yeah.
traffic and stuff like that.
Instead of yourself. So you
yeah.
saying like you don't even care. Well, of course we care about like who we are, like getting bigger, but it's more like the brand, right?
Yeah.
I be feeling the same way. Like yo, it's not about me. Like go to the
Yeah.
brand
Nah,
because it's like we are a brand.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I am my brand. I always got HBN on, or it's like it's on me somewhere. That's why it's like I was on the gram, but I feel like I be on the gram all day for I think about it. Like I just be like deleting and taking my pictures down sometimes for like or I always like post something and then delete it. Like, but for the most part, like ain't no strategy behind that shit. I just be trying to like get the other page more popping for real, for real.
So what are your marketing strategies, or like you know what I mean? Like do you
And
do Facebook ads? Do you like? Have you ever tried that?
yeah, I definitely had like a little run with ads. Like, I definitely did ads, all that type of stuff. But it's like I really just use what I'm around as my marketing scheme for like just things I know that's always gonna go. Like you feel me, reaching out to a couple people, always give something out for free,
I was
fire
gonna
ass
ask
photo
you
shoot.
that.
Like
Have you ever gave to like famous people or even like influencers on Instagram?
yeah, I like like over the especially like the last year, I done ran into like a lot of, like rappers. I ran into like half the Eagles team one time. We was all just chilling at this spot. I hooked them up with some free clothes. Darius Slay, couple rappers from New York. Uh, you know who Bloody Osiris is?
Mm-hmm.
I ran into Bloody Osiris. But I don't really like
That's
giving.
lit though.
I don't really like giving famous people clothes if they're not gonna wear it though. I rather give
No,
it to
that's
my
my
friends.
thing. Like I want to know you really like this. Like if you don't like it, then
Shiggy always wear my shit though.
right.
Yeah, I gave Shiggy a bag full of clothes. He always wear my shit.
That's what's up.
So
That's lit.
I mean, it's just like fuck it. Like you can give. Like, I don't really care about it for real, for real. Like I give anybody free clothes. Like especially I want you to have it. Like say if you got a fit on that I like, or if you with me and I don't like the way you look or some shit like that, I'm like, yo, here, throw this on. It's like, for real,
Nah, that's
like
lit
the
though.
other day I had I was like cleaning out my closet and stuff. I just had like a bunch of like just HBN shirts that I probably wasn't gonna wear no more. What I gotta stop doing though, cause I be seeing somebody else wearing. I'm like, damn, that shit look good for real, like. But I had like just went out my project and I just passed them joints like here. It was all like damn near brand new shirts for
See, you marketing without knowing.
yeah, like just, people gonna see it for. I give homeless people clothes, anything. Like I don't be giving a fuck.
That's lit. But yeah, man, I think we should end it here, bro. I
Word, I
appreciate you for
appreciate
coming
it,
on the
bro.
Creative Create podcast, and man, we out of here on the 6th episode. Go check the link out,
Word.
and
Oh yeah, every other
say your word.
Thursday we lit at the Playhouse. Shout out to my boy Drew Beans Team Play. They're doing big things, comedy show, live performances.
And that's this Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday. It's every other Thursday. But September 29th, we're gonna be at the Laugh House in Lindawall. I forgot the address, but
I'll
check my
put it
blog.
down.
Yeah, check my page out. Any vendors that want to get down, you can rap anything. You funny, come out, hit us. We got a mad opportunity for mad people to come out.
Check him out. It's gonna be lit.
We're link in my bio too. Go cop that last drop.